Hi guys, my name is Apurva and I am the Geography and Environment faculty at Tathastu ICS. Welcome again to my series of videos related to geographical concepts which will help you in your prelims and mains. Now today the concept that we will be discussing in brief is the concept related to global cities. This is an important concept in urban geography. You must have heard about this concept in your newspapers. Now when we talk about global cities, this definition of global cities was given by a very prominent thinker named as Saskia Sassen, who defined global cities as regions which have very high economic power. These are the cities which are very important for global economy. These are the cities where major economic decisions are taken. Now, when we are talking about global cities, with respect to global cities, we have certain examples. Now, among these examples, the most important examples are related with cities like New York, which is a global financial hub, cities like London, which is a very important region for banking, cities like Tokyo, Singapore, Paris, Dubai, etc. All these are considered as global cities as they are very important for the global economy. So in a nutshell, the first thing that we need to understand is that according to Saskia Sassen, the global cities are the regions which are very important for global economy, and all the major decisions related to global economy are taken in these cities. Now these are certain very important examples of these global cities. Now, these global cities are economic powerhouses. In the era of capitalism, it is these economic powerhouses which are most important for any country, for any type of economic activity, and that is why these are the places which command the highest power in all the regions of the world. So we can say that these global cities are the most powerful places on earth. Now, but the question is that not all the major cities are able to become global cities. So now the question remains that what are the characteristics or what are the reasons as to why some cities are able to gain much more power than the other cities. So when we are talking about the reasons as to why some cities become very powerful, whereas the other cities are unable to become so powerful, the first reason and the most important reason is the strategic location of the city. If the city is present in a coastal area, it is present on a very important trade route, it becomes a very important port, then that city automatically becomes very powerful because it controls a considerable amount of international trade. Another important factor that makes the city powerful is its historical legacy. In the colonial period, there were certain very important trade centers which were developed in the 18th and 19th century. They continue to develop even today, and thus they have become very huge economic centers. Another important thing can be the presence of a very important financial market, a major share market of the world, or the headquarters of various MNCs. Another major factor can be the presence of advanced infrastructure, basically the transportation system, as it is the transportation system that drives the economy. Another important factor can be good governance. If there is stability in the political system, if there is ease of doing business, then many businesses will be established over there and many MNCs will be present in that region. And the last reason is global connectivity. If that region has good airports, good connectivity with the other parts of the world, then definitely that region has the potential of becoming a global city. So basically, when we are talking about global cities, these global cities have certain characteristics. There are specific reasons why these cities become powerful and the other cities are unable to do so. They have strategic locations, they probably have historical legacy, they have a strong economic base like financial markets or MNC headquarters, they have advanced infrastructure like transportation facilities, they have good stable governance and ease of doing business, and they have considerable global connectivity. So even if 4 or 5 of these characteristics are present in any city, then that city definitely has potential of becoming a global city or an economic powerhouse. And if any city becomes an economic powerhouse, that is very important for the economy of that particular country. But now there is a small snag. Now there is a small problem. In India, we are having a scarcity of global cities. despite of cities like Mumbai and Delhi, still the Indian cities are not making a cut. They are still not able to become international level global cities. So now we need to understand the problems that the Indian cities are facing, why these cities are unable to reach the mark till which Dubai or Tokyo have reached. So now when we are talking about Indian cities, the major reason as to why the Indian cities are lacking the, you can say, instinct or the characteristics of becoming a true global city are, firstly, we have many infrastructural deficits. The transportation system is not up to the mark. The housing facilities are not up to the mark. Then there are governance challenges. There is a lot of red tapeism. There is a lot of corruption. Then there is high inequality. Though we are having beautiful skyscrapers in cities like Mumbai, but we are also having slums which are reducing, you can say, the beauty of the city as a whole. Then there is a lack of global financial integration as compared to cities like London and New York. Cities like London and New York are having big multinational companies, big international banks, which is leading to them being the economic powerhouses. Such corporations or such global banks are lacking in cities like Mumbai and Delhi. And then there are problems related to pollution, congestion, sanitation, garbage, etc., which is also leading to the degradation of Indian cities, and thus they are unable to become global cities in true sense. So when we are talking about the Indian cities and the other cities as a whole, in conclusion, we can definitely say that global cities are the economic powerhouses of any region. Global cities dominate the world economy like New York, London, Singapore, Dubai, etc. It is majorly due to their location, due to their history. But Indian cities like Mumbai and Delhi are though emerging as future global cities, but are currently facing many problems like infrastructural issues, pollution, overpopulation, etc. So this is bit of what we needed to understand about global cities, as to what are global cities, what are examples of global cities, what are the causes that global cities are created, and why India is lacking in such cities. So I hope you understood this concept related to global cities. So until next time, thank you so much. Bye-bye. Take care. God bless. In the next video, I will explain to you another interesting concept. Up till then, take care.